my channel. My name is Arundhati. In the previous video, we discussed on introduction about social work, and today we are going to talk about history of social work, particularly in United Kingdom. In ancient society, the people used to share their shelter, food, and other resources for the needy people, and religions also played a vital role in this, especially church and monasteries were the main or center for distributing food, medical aid, and shelter to the poor people. So the first phase, that is AD 1200 to 1500. So in the beginning of religion, the priests believed that, or they assumed that, leadership is actually to protect helpless widows and providing some help for homeless people and sick people. Okay, and the first thing which motivated them to do charity is actually to get grace from God and to get some good deed for their eternal life. And they divided poor into two categories, that is abled body and destitute. Abled body means the person who is bit fit and who is healthy. Okay, destitute means very poor, or which we consider as extremely poor person. Okay. So in 1349, King Edward III introduced Statute of Laborers. Okay, so in this provision, the abled body should work for their bread. Second phase, that is from AD 1501 to 1600. In this phase, I think in 1531, Henry VIII introduced another law, that is Statute of Henry VIII. Okay, this is considered a bit logical. Why? Because here the judges and parish have the right to scrutinize the application of poor who is unable to work. And in 1563, Parliament passed another law, that is every household and each household should provide some kind of a help for the poor people weekly. And in 1572, Queen Elizabeth signed in another statute, that is general tax for financing the poor people. So after signing into this statute, which was clear that it was complete responsibility of government to look after the poor people. So why the government has passed certain law or statute? Because before starting all these statutes and law, it was a responsibility of church to look after the needy people, or the church took responsibility themselves to look after the poor person. But what happened, the helps which provided by church, especially the monasteries, were not actually for long term. That was for temporary relief. That's why the responsibility from church moved to government poor relief programs. So the third phase, that is from AD 1600 to 1800. It was considered as one of the milestone in the history of social work in United Kingdom. Why? Because in 1601, Elizabethanian poor law introduced, which is also called as 43rd Elizabeth. It is more logical, and they divided poor into three categories. First one, abled bodies, and second one, impotent poor, and third one, dependent children. So the abled body poor forced to work in the houses of correction or in the workhouses and not eligible to receive alms. Impotent poor means unable to work and place in the almshouses, and the sick people, old, blind, deaf, all these people comes under impotent poor. And last one, dependent child, which means orphans, the children from very poor families, comes under dependent children. As I already mentioned, in this law also, abled body should work. Okay, they should work in workhouses, and they passed another act in 1692, which was called as Workhouse Act. And under this, they should give training for the inmate in workhouses. So the fourth phase, that is from AD 1800 to 1900. In this period, the social scientist Adam Smith stated that government should reduce the free services or the charity work. Why? Because when this free services increases, which is directly lead to increase in the dependent children. Okay, then he stated, or he recommended to stop the charity work. And in 1832, Royal Commission also recommended that abled body can continue their work in abled body houses. And they used to get some kinds of a provision or some kinds of welfare activities from the Factories Act, which was introduced in 1833. So after government stopped the charity works, in 1869, another milestone happened in the history of social work in United Kingdom. In 1869, they introduced Charity Organization Society, which was aimed for the charity program. So that was the first organization which was completely concentrating onto the charity program, and they undertook certain strategies. And the strategies are they coordinate the distribution of relief. Second one, verified each application carefully. And third one, conducted the interview for assessing the genuinity of the applicant. And the fourth one, formulated the plan for the treatment. Another important glimpse from the history of social work is settlement house movement, and it was introduced by Canon Samuel August Barnett, and he named the settlement house as Toynbee Hall, and it has certain objective. First objective is educational and cultural development of poor, and second objective is imparting education for the improvement of poor, and the third objective is developing consciousness to their health problems. So these all are the objectives of settlement house. So last phase, that is 1900 onwards. So the charity organization turned into a professional social work manner, and in 1899 they started to give training program for the social workers. So the first 2 years they provided both theory and practical classes. Okay, and in 1900 onwards, and UK made many enactment and many acts that we can look on. In 1900 onwards, UK enacted many legislation for the social welfare of the people. So it was started in 1905 by introducing Poor Law Commission, that was for pension for the aged and unemployed and public employment services. And in 1906 they passed Meal Act, that is for providing free meals. Moving on to 1907, they enacted Education Act. The main purpose for Education Act was free medical examination of school children. And 1911 they started National Insurance Act, which was compulsory health insurance to the workers who belongs to the lower income groups. And 1925 Old Age Contributory Act for old age pension. And moving on to 1941, Beveridge Commission, that was which was very important, and it used to ask in UGC NET examination, that was for social insurance, public assistance and children's allowance, etc. And in 1944 they acted Disabled Person Employment Act, that was for employ the disabled person in commercial. So these all are the major milestones in the history of social work in United Kingdom. I think now we can check some of the questions which was asked in UGC NET previous year, and some of the questions which I have taken from some other books. Okay. So the first question, in 1349, who issued the Statute of Labourers, which we already discussed. So the answer is King Edward III. So the second question is, in which year Elizabethan Poor Law came into force on? The right answer is option number B, 1601. And you have to remember, it is very important. You can see in many UGC question paper they asked question from Elizabethan Poor Law. So the third question, the Elizabethan Poor Law is also called as, that we already discussed. The right answer is 43rd Elizabeth. The next question, the Elizabethan Poor Law is not distinguish the following poor. So the right answer is option number D, dependent widow women. So all other three categories are comes under Elizabethan Poor Law. Next one, who founded Charity Organization Society? So the right answer is Octavia Hill. Next question, who is the founder of Toynbee Hall, the first settlement house? So the right answer is Samuel August Barnett, that we already discussed when we discussed about the settlement house movement. Who was chairman of Royal Commission on Poor Law, which was appointed in 1905? The right answer is option number C, Lord George Hamilton. Who was headed the Beveridge Report Committee? The right answer is Sir William Beveridge. So the next one, Dash is the first settlement in UK which is associated with group work. So the right answer is option number C, Toynbee Hall. So the next question, sturdy beggar is term used for. The right answer is the able-bodied beggar. The able-bodied beggar is also called as sturdy beggars. Next question is from 2017 UGC NET examination. Toynbee Hall was established by option number A, Canon Barnett. Next one, in which year was the Charity Organization Society established in London? So the right answer is 1869. So I haven't included all the UGC NET examination question because we already discussed many question which was included in NET examination. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel for more videos and I will try to upload new videos every Friday evening. Thank you so much.